Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, let's discuss what is dictionary and its methods. If you just listen the word dictionary, what comes to your mind first? Just a book which we generally use daily to find some meaning of a particular word, right? So how the value stored in that, there will be a word and the meaning for that particular word, right? Similar manner, even in this dictionary data type, we're gonna store the values in key value format. So let's understand how to create a dictionary. So if you want to create a dictionary, I'm just specifying some variable like student here. I'm just specifying some variable here, and we're gonna use curly braces. And here, how you have to store values means in key value format. So I'm just giving student name, right? I'm using this key as name, and I'm giving random name like Ramu. I'm just giving another key where I'm gonna store the roll number, and I'm gonna store like 1, right? Like this is the way how we create dictionary. So this name and roll number here, if you see, these are the key, and these values, right? Here what you have Ramu and 1, these we called as values. So we're gonna create dictionary in key value format. And if I just print this, like if I just print this student, you can see it printed this. So that's how you create a dictionary. You can mention n number of items, n number of key value pairs. Just we're gonna use a comma between them to separate those key value pairs, and you can use n number of key value pairs in a dictionary. And this is how you can create a dictionary. And if you see what should be the property of key, what values you can use, and in values what type of values you can store, you may have doubt, right? So values in the dictionary can be of any data type and can be of any duplicate values even. I will use this dictionary which I have created before, and here in the place of name I have just given Ramu, right? Even you can use like a list of values like Ramu, or you can use Sri, etc. You can use whatever data type you can use. So that's the property of values. Like you can store whatever data type you want. Like you can store string, integers, float, boolean, whatever you want in the place of values. But for key, while you're creating a key, there are some specified rules that you have to follow while creating a keys. So keys cannot be repeated and must be immutable. So if I just here I have used name, right? Name as a key here. You can create a duplicate name. If I just create another key with same like duplicate key, if I use name, and if I use Sri here, if I just print student, here you can see the key which I have given key value pair, it is replaced by this new thing which I have created. So for that the key should not be repeated. And the next thing is the key should be immutable. Like you can use string, integers, float, like etc. as a keys, but you can't use like mutable things. Like you can't use list, and you can't use things which are mutable, right? You can't use that as a keys. And I will create an other video briefly explaining why you should not use mutable data types or mutable things as a keys. And other thing you have to remember in keys is dictionary keys are case sensitive. So same name but different cases of key will be treated distinctly, like it will be treated as differently. For example, here in this dictionary you can see I have created a name and I have used this Ramu and Sri, right? And if I just use all caps and if I just print this name, you can see it treated this name as a different key. So keys are case sensitive. And even you can create dictionary using dict_of function. So if I want to create a dictionary using dict_of function, you can use dict_of, and if I just use like name, like name is equal to like John, and age is equal to 24. You can see if I print this, you can see it created a dictionary with these values. So you can use this even this dict_of function to create a dictionary. So that's about how you create a dictionary. And the next thing what we have to discuss is accessing elements, like how we can access elements in a dictionary. the value, if you want to access some particular value of a dictionary, you can specify the key of that value, and through that you can access it. So let's take this dictionary here. Let's take this example, and if I want to access this one here, this roll number, you can just specify that particular dictionary name, and you can use, like, you can just specify in square brackets how we gonna mention indexes, right? In similar way, in similar fashion, we gonna mention this key here. So if I just specify this roll number here, you can see 1, it returns 1. Through this way you can access a value inside a dictionary. Here the value is list, right? So in this case, if you want to access, you can just mention in similar way, you can just mention, like, instead of this, you can just mention that key. Here it's the key is name, right? So just mention name, you can see it returns this list of values. So in this, if you want to access, similar way how you want to access list, right? Through indexes. So in the similar way, I'm just mentioning index 0. You can see I can access this name Ramu, right? Instead of this method, you can just use dot get of method to get any value. You can just mention, like, I'm just mentioning this name of the dictionary, and I'm using student dot get of, and whatever you want, you can just mention that specified key here. I'm just mentioning name here. You can see even through this get of method, you can just access the values in a dictionary. And what's this specialty of this get of method is, in a normal way, if you just try to access some unknown key, it means the key which doesn't mention, like, which doesn't present here. See, for example, if I just see, I'm just accessing a key, I'm just giving a key which is not present in that dictionary. So student of, I'm just giving age, right? So you can see it returns key error. So there is no key name age in that dictionary, so that it returns key error age. So if I use this get of, and if I just use age here, you can see it doesn't return any error. So if there is any key which we given, then it returns the value of that particular key. If there is no key which we have given, and it just returns nothing, it just returns nothing as an output. If I just print, you can see, if I just print this, you can see I got none here, it returns none. So that's the use of this get of age. Even you can do custom message, like if there is no key which you have given, so you can just return whatever you want. I'm just giving here a not found message. You can see it returns not found. So since this age key is not present here in that dictionary, so it returns not found. So in this way you can use this get of method to access the values. And if you want to add some values to a dictionary, you can just specify that that name of the dictionary, and you can just use the square brackets here, and you want, like, generally how you gonna assign, like how you gonna add values in list. In similar way, we gonna add the values, like add the new key value pair in a dictionary. I'm just mentioning, like, age here, and I'm just assigning some, like, 23 here. If I just print this student, you can see it added this new key value pair age 23 here. So in that way you can just add the new key value pairs. Even you can use update of a method to update the values. You can, like, to add the values, like to add the key value pairs. So you can use this student dot update of, and through this update of method you can just add multiple values at a time. So you can use this update of, and you can just specify what you want to update in this this flower brackets, and you can just mention, I'm just giving, like, class is 10 and gender is male here. And so if I just print this, if I just use this student here, you can see it updated with the values, like with the values which I have given here. So using this update of method, we can just specify, you can just, if you want to add something, you can just use this update of method, and that's the use of this update of method. And if you want to remove the values in a dictionary, you can use like del of method to remove that. You can use this del function. Del, I'm just giving this student of, I want to remove this gender which I have created before. If I just print this student, if I just use this, you can see it deleted this gender, this key value pair which I have created before. So through this del you can just delete whatever you want in the dictionary. And even you can use this pop of method to just pop the values, like pop removes the element with the specified key. See, I'm just using this same name of the dictionary dot, I'm just using this pop off, and whatever you want to remove, like you can mention that specified key. I'm just giving here like class, so you can see it returns the value of that particular key. So class is 10, right? So that's the reason it popped out this. And if I just print those, if I just print that, you can see it removed that class key. So that's how you can use this. And even you can use pop item of method, removes the lost, like it removes the lost inserted key value pair. I'm just using this student. If I just use this here in this, what's the lost key value pair? Age, right? So that's the reason if I just use this student dot pop item of method, and if I just use this, you can see it removes the lost inserted key value pair. So that's if I just print this, you can see it removed this, it deleted this key value pair. So that's the use of this pop item. And if you want to remove entire dictionary, if you want to clear the entire dictionary, you can use clear of method. And let's see, even you can use this, the dot clear of method, and if I just use this student, you can see nothing present in this dictionary. So in that way you can remove the elements in a dictionary. And there are some other methods in dictionary. So if I just use this, and if I just press tab here, and you can see there are some other methods like dot values of, dot keys, dot items of. I'm just using this, I have just created another dictionary here, the student, using the student variable. And if I just use dot values of method, you can see it returns a list of all the values in the dictionary. You can see the values present in the dictionary are Ramu 123 male, right? It returns all the values in list format. That's the use of this dot values of method. And even you can use dot keys of, the keys of method to see, you can see I'm using this student dot keys of method. You can see it returns all the keys present in the dictionary in a list format. You can see name, roll number, age and gender are the keys here. So that's why it returns all the keys in list format. So that's the use of this values and keys. And even similar way you can use this student dot items of method. It returns a list containing a tuple. So you can see this is the list of, and it returns all the key value pair in tuple format. So you can see this name Ramu, roll number 1, age 23. So that's the use of this items of method here. I hope you got an overall idea of what's dictionary and how to create a dictionary, how to create keys and values in dictionary, how to update, how to delete values, and how to use the methods present in dictionary. I hope you got an overall idea of all of those, and that's it for this video. If you understood the video, like the video and feel free to share your feedback in the comment section. Thanks for watching.